out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray keeps it downfield. It's caught. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Kevin Durant way outside. Delivers. Kevin Durant from downtown. It's a 6-point game.
Gentlemen, a pleasant once again good evening. Welcome back to the Lewis Sports Network. Second straight uploaded video. Y'all already know how I do, man. Coming in once again with another heavy hitter banger with yet another video. Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday evening. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure your notifications are turned on, and make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. Okay, on to the video. My issues with Kyrie Irving and why I feel like the Nets should try to find a suitable partner for him. I don't know if the Nets are going to do that. I think they're going to stay with this big three, but the reason I'm doing this video is because I want to tell people that Kyrie Irving patterns his game after who? Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, that's a mistake on Kyrie's part. Kyrie is a point guard modeling his game after a two guard. And I think that's a very big mistake on Kyrie's part, because what's happening with him is it's taking him away from really understanding and really how to see the game. Now, not to get on Kobe Bryant, but the reason I'm getting on him a little bit is because it took Kobe, even though Kobe played in the triangle offense and he sacrificed, the thing was he was forced to do that when he was with veterans. And also, you know, you had the young alpha in Shaq, even though Kobe was an alpha himself. And the thing is, but he had Phil Jackson. So it was like he had no choice but to succumb to learn the triangle. Then when he wanted to do it on his own and prove that he could be that guy, he struggled in his prime. Now, people could talk about all the other factors about, you know, Smush Parker having the worst supporting cast and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, Kobe really didn't come into his own until Pau Gasol came. But here's the thing, even if you get Pau Gasol, the key thing is Kobe going to take that, and is he going to be able to win with it? Now, to Kobe's credit, he was able to win with two different rosters. He was able to win with a top 50 player in Shaq, and what people need to realize is Shaq was already voted as a top 50 player just in his 5th season in the NBA with the when he was a Laker back in the 97 All-Star Game weekend in Cleveland. So he was able to win with a top 50 player, aka top 10 player, in Shaquille O'Neal, where most people will have him in the top 10. Depends on where you rank Shaq. Some people just have Shaq out of the top 10 and probably in the top 15, but I have him in the top 10. And Pau Gasol, top 100 player, and one of the top 5 power forwards in the league at that time when he was playing. But what I'm basically saying is Kobe was able to make it work, and Kobe finally really truly understood the game of basketball, which it took him a long time to understand. And it's like, yeah, and that's why I keep telling people that I felt like he would have been a beneficiary of going to college, because he really would have learned how to really learn about the team game in college with college coaches like a Meister Shevsky. He really would have learned and what it is to be like a real team player. But it took Kobe a long time to understand that, despite the fact that he played in the triangle offense when he was young, because he's known to be an introvert. You know, that's Kobe's personality, you know, nothing wrong with that, you know, to each his own. But again, when it comes to winning basketball, when it comes to IQ, when it comes to winning championships, efficiency, all that, you know, that all comes into play, man. The game is 90% mental, despite the physical tools that you have. Okay, getting back to Kyrie Irving. So now I wanted to drift off, but this is basically my point. Kyrie he's really not bought into me the team concept when it comes to playing team basketball. The thing is, he's capable of doing it, but it's like he just chooses to go ISO. And I thought Kobe was the wrong guy to learn from. And what makes it worse with Kyrie is he's such a weird dude that he thinks he's on the level of intellect that Kobe Bryant is. And that's another mistake that Kyrie Irving is making, which is what makes him such a weird dude. And Kyrie Irving needs to stop faking. Kyrie Irving needs to stop putting this facade, because Kyrie is not on the intellectual level of a Kobe Bryant. because Kyrie's already proved that he cannot lead a team. And it shows in his antics because he brings off feminine energy, and you could just see it. I mean, he may have been raised by his dad, but this also goes to show you that even if you had a male figure in your life, it doesn't always mean that you have alpha tendencies. You don't have that alpha energy. Like you don't have that strong leader, man, because leaders are born with that innate ability to lead. And Kyrie, you can't make leaders, man. You can't make leaders, man. Leaders just have that innate ability to be born with that leadership quality, man. That they just have that example to not only just lead by example, lead by being a voice, but the ability to incorporate others and make them feel like they're part of something. Kyrie's never been able to accomplish that, which is why a lot of people always get on Kyrie and say that you didn't win a championship without LeBron. Now, in record, I'm going to say this. Kyrie, yes, he would have never won a championship without LeBron. But LeBron also would have never won a championship with Kyrie. It's part of the reason why he went back to Cleveland, okay? It's part of the reason. It ain't just to bring a chip back to the land, which is part of it too, because the thing is, you got to think business-wise. LeBron James was trying to gain that trust of the Midwest market. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. But at the same time, it's like he saw a young Kyrie and said, I could possibly win with him. It's like, think about it. You have a young Kyrie Irving that continues to keep your years in your prime up. Think about it. That's the less load you have to carry. And it's like, it just gives you more opportunity to play longer when you play with another player. Come on, man. LeBron was on record as saying this. Ask me if I want to play with Luka Doncic. Ask me if I want to play with Brandon Ingram. Ask me if I want to play with Damian Lillard. Ask me if I want to play with Paul George. It's not rocket science, man. And you want to play because they're great players. That's what he said. Don't take it from me if you're saying I'm a hater. Go watch the videos, man. He has been on record as saying this, man. It's like already getting into your feelings like when it comes to that. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Kyrie. So Kyrie already proves that he's not a leader. And my thing is, if there's one player who he should be patterning his game as, it should be Isaiah Thomas, the OG Isaiah Thomas, Isaiah Lord Thomas III. Because Kyrie has he brings a lot of similarities he has similarities that Isaiah Thomas had. It's just that Kyrie has the ability to shoot at a much more efficient clip than Isaiah Thomas did. But Kyrie has similar game that Isaiah Thomas has. Similar. He has some similarities. But the problem is, Kyrie thinks he's Kobe. He's Kobe in a point guard body. The mindset and the game in a point guard body is Kyrie. Now, if there was a trade value for Kyrie, and it's funny because Kyrie is having his most efficient season of his NBA career. He's shooting over 52% from the field, 40 from three, and he's shooting over 90 from the line. Kyrie's one of 6 players this season that is averaging 50, 40, 90. Do you know that 50, 40, 90 was so difficult to do back then that very few players were doing it? You have 6 players in today's NBA having a 50, 40, 90 seasons. But getting back to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has a tendency to stagnate the offense, and I've noticed it when he was right now with the Brooklyn Nets, or just about when he was in Cleveland and also with Boston. So Kyrie has yet to prove to show me that he has the ability to play in a system. And he has to pretty much continue to show that consistency, because I'm wondering how Kyrie is going to do with adversity. And you could just tell that when he went on his personal hiatus, Kyrie Irving just does not do a good job at dealing with adversity, because he needed to take kind of like a personal break. Okay? Whatever's going on. Well, whatever's going on with him, more power to him. But it's like I said before, what he should be doing is patterning his game after a point guard. And the point guard that he can match his game with is an Isaiah Thomas. He should not be trying to be Kobe Bryant. Leave that for the Jason Tatums of the world. They have the size. They have the size to be playing like a Kobe Bryant. You are not Kobe, okay? But Kyrie Irving's probably not going to listen to what I have to say, and he's going to continue to play the way he's playing. But I think that that's going to be one of the hinders of Brooklyn winning an NBA championship, because I'm going to be honest with you. When James Harden came to this team, I was really more concerned on how he was going to play and fit into the mold. And I said that he was going to ruin the Kyrie, KD, partnership. But if you watch, James Harden actually fits seamlessly with Kevin Durant. I think that Kyrie is actually kind of the problem. Because what the Nets need to do is they need to get better defensively. And Kyrie is not a great defender, never has been, never will be. Kyrie's never been a leader, Never has, never will be. He is an amazing, amazing talent. Has terrific skill with both hands finishing at the basket. Shoots with great efficiency, and he improved his efficiency from his early days in Cleveland to where he is right now. And yes, Kyrie Irving has the ability to play in the system. But my thing is, you just wonder how Kyrie does with authoritative figures, and I think he just struggles with that and trying to really learn from those guys. But I just think that Kobe Bryant, like I said, God rest his soul, I think is the wrong guy for Kyrie to be learning from. Like I said, Isaiah Lord Thomas III, he should really pattern his game after him when I watch Kyrie. He really should. He really should. And if he does that, I think that the Brooklyn Nets could go places. But I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to do it, which I don't think they will. And you guys can tell me your opinions in the comment section, but I think that Kyrie possibly should get traded while his value, it's hard because now I don't even think his value is high considering what you're going to be dealing with in terms of from a personality standpoint and what he could do to a organization. You saw what James Harden did with the Houston Rockets. Kyrie has that same capabilities. This is the same Kyrie that was threatening to sit out a season if he didn't get traded with a knee injury when he was still in Cleveland before he got traded for Isaiah Thomas in that trade package. So that's why I say that. So I think that as great as Kyrie is, man, unbelievable talent. I enjoy watching Kyrie play, man. He's fun to watch. But we're talking about winning basketball, and we're talking about where Kyrie is mentally fragile. Mentally fragile. Okay? He is mentally fragile. So what he has to do, he has to continue to play in his system, and he's going to have to do some kind of a job of not being a distraction. Because the Brooklyn Nets are very capable of being in the NBA Finals. They're the most talented team in the Eastern Conference, and they could definitely get there. They need to figure out what are they going to do defensively, because offensively, they're in the record books, man. They are arguably, if not the best offensive team in the NBA. They shoot the three ball extremely well. They just finished sweeping the Los Angeles Clippers and Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. But like I said, that Kyrie Irving factor is such a big key for this team. And even with Kevin Durant out, you just wonder how long is Kyrie going to be able to maintain his behavior? And is he really going to buy in? And I said before, the bottom line of this video that I'm making is he needs to stop copying Kobe and be more like Isaiah Lord Thomas III, okay, when it comes to patterning his game. People may disagree with me, but this is what I see when I watch Kyrie. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is your boy Lewis with another video. Let me know what you guys think, man. As always, man, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. As always, continue to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure those notifications are turned on because YouTube, for some reason, keeps sending them late. And share on your social media platforms. Have a wonderful night, everybody.